sometime in the distant past in a tranquil valley. There carried on with an insightful and humane priest, he was known for his profound comprehension of the human psyche and his capacity to direct others toward insight. Also, harmony. On one occasion a miserable and disturbed man showed up at the religious community where the priest dwelled. The man had been swindled various times in his life, prompting numerous monetary difficulties, broken connections, and a waiting feeling of doubt. Since he had always been unable to grasp the genuine expectations of others, he frequently ended up confronting misfortunes and issues due to misconstruing individuals' thought processes and expectations. With tears in his eyes, the man recounted a miserable story to the priest and said, admired, "If it's not too much trouble, help me. I feel lost and troubled by my powerlessness to guess individuals' thoughts. I can't confide in others, and this has driven me to numerous inconveniences and feelings of despair. If it's not too much trouble, show me a method for conquering this." The priest grinned delicately and said, "I comprehend your aggravation, dear companion. It is without a doubt testing to explore the intricacies of human cooperations. However, I will train you a couple of ways of fostering a more profound comprehension of others and how to as needs be act." Then, at that point, the priest started to say, to guess individuals' thoughts. Then, at that point, the principal thing you really want to do is notice their nonverbal communication and articulations while somebody is conversing with you. Focus on their activities, body language and tone, as opposed to depending just on their words. Activities frequently uncover more about an individual's actual goals. Also, character. The priest proceeded with a large number times individuals say something, yet there is something different to them. Facial articulations, body activities, and tone can't lie. I will enlighten you concerning 5 body dialects by which you can understand anybody in a flash. The first is eye-to-eye connection. Eye-to-eye connection is fundamental in correspondence. A supported eye-to-eye connection frequently shows commitment, trustworthiness, or fascination. Then again, keeping away from eye-to-eye connection might show uneasiness or contemptibility. In this manner, if somebody is staying away from eye-to-eye connection with you while you are conversing with them, then it implies that either that individual is attempting to conceal something from you, or that individual is exploitative and you can't depend on that individual. Second, notice their grin. With regards to grinning, the mouth can lie, yet eyes can't. A veritable grin arrives at the eyes, crinkling the skin to make crow's feet around them. However, a counterfeit grin may just draw in the lips. Individuals frequently grin to conceal what they are truly thinking and feeling. So the following time you want to find out whether someone's grin is real, search for creases at the edges of their eyes. If they are not there, then that grin is concealing something. The third sign is to see what they say, assuming you are meeting somebody for the first time and assuming that they acclaim their life accomplice, their specialist partners, or their companions. Then odds are they are pretty respectable individuals themselves. If somebody sees others as kind, amiable, adoring, also polite, then it is more probable that they additionally have these qualities. Also, assuming that somebody denounces somebody despite their good faith and portrays others as manipulative and awful, then it is conceivable that the individual himself is like that, and you ought to avoid such an individual. The fourth point is that face articulations and nonverbal communication can uncover deceives. Identify somebody's falsehood. Pay consideration regarding their face, demeanors, body language, and developments. conflicting eye-to-eye connection anxiety or staying away from specific themes might propose trickiness. Liars might show uneasiness or tension through cautious motions like crossed arms, irregularities in their story or changes in their manner of speaking. This large number of side effects show that somebody is lying. Accordingly, you ought to watch out. With such an individual, the fifth point is to notice their stance, assuming you need to measure the certainty or mental fortitude of somebody. Then notice how they sit or walk. For instance, on the off chance that somebody sits upstanding with their back straight and furthermore strolls upstanding and straight, then it shows that they feel much better about themselves and their confidence is high. These sorts of individuals don't surrender effectively. They are gallant. It isn't not difficult to smother or rule such an individual anyway. On the off chance that somebody sits with their back twisted down or strolls with their back twisted down, then it actually intends that the moralia of such an individual is powerless, and it is extremely simple to smother and overwhelm such an individual. Further, these are a couple of the signs by which we can comprehend how somebody feels inside or their goals. Separated from this, I will tell you 4 additional things by which you can guess others' thoughts as well as work on your associations with them. The primary thing is to trust your instinct. In some cases we neglect to peruse individuals' brains or their aims. However, our internal insight can detect when something is off base or when something is right. Our instinct draws from our subliminal psyche, which has amassed an immense measure of information and impressions over the long haul. Frequently it is moreover called hunch or a feeling of knowing that something is correct or something is wrong. Thusly, don't excuse these senses. They can direct you well. In the event that you trust your instinct, then you can stay away from getting cheated and keep away from quite a large number hardships to come in your life. The third thing is to develop sympathy and empathy. To really comprehend others, you should figure out how to see the world through their eyes. Developing sympathy and empathy is a training that permits us to really grasp others by seeing the world through their eyes and putting ourselves from their point of view. We gain understanding into their feelings, contemplations and encounters. By connecting with their sentiments and inspirations, we cultivate understanding, lessen clashes, and advance thoughtfulness, sympathy and harmony in our lives, making a more sympathetic, what's more, amicable society for all. The fourth thing is to rehearse care. Reflection. Care implies staying alert of your viewpoints and feelings. When your mind is quiet and present, you improve decisions and you answer others more admirably. Care assists you with grasping how others feel, prompting good correspondence and less issues. By remaining right now, you make savvier decisions and keep away from superfluous struggle. Practice care for a more serene, what's more, figuring out life where you can explore circumstances with lucidity and compassion, consequently saving yourself from future inconveniences. Thusly, embrace care. Furthermore, it will advance your connections. Furthermore, bring concordance into your life. Notwithstanding every one of these, assuming that you have any questions to you or you can't pursue a choice, then, at that point, look for the exhortation of shrewd, believed companions, tutors or seniors. Their insight and viewpoint can give important direction to you. Subsequent to saying this, the priest became quiet. The man had tears in his eyes. Subsequent to paying attention to the priest, he had grasped the errors he had made previously. However, he was too glad that now he knew how to correct his mix-ups. Then, at that point, he bowed to the priest with appreciation. In his heart and left from that point as days. Transformed into weeks, the man steadily rehearsed the lessons of the priest. Gradually he started to create a more profound comprehension of others and himself. Presently he was not generally troubled by consistent doubt, and his connections bloomed with genuineness and legitimacy. So companions to figure out how to guess individuals' thoughts and work on your associations with them, then you should embrace these lessons in your day-to-day existence and carry on with an existence of figuring out well-being and euphoria.